It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that. He's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Roquan Smith, the one who gets in there and takes him down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Young. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Taken in at the 8. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Starts on the ground with Walker. And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, here's Milton. That one incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some...
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And this is taken in by the defense. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
We are through one. 7-3 is our score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, Young. A throw on the move, is caught.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This from 40 yards out. And that one runs out of steam. Off. No good. And the lead holds steady at 4.
Not exactly sure what the issue was there, Mike. I mean, from this distance, you don't expect the ball to be short. I mean, at least get it there. But in this case, he hits the crossbar, and the ball bounces back.
They'll fake the give, and now it's Milton taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. On play action, Young. He'll let one go down the middle. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. Here's Jacobs. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2. What do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
One more time, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. He'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal. Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
You have a tight end motioning left here. On 4th down, Young. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's Milton. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll... Get out of the gun is Milton. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. To the air on third down is Milton. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down. That one good for 15 and a first down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on third down. His eyes are downfield. Nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide. Well done.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Milton from the gun here on third down. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
On the return is Jones. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
Ready? First and 10 now from the 36. Ready? Go. Young. Pressured, gets there, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
At the 26-yard line.
Look at play action with Young. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. That's how to dig yourself out of the hole. A pickup of 18, much more manageable. 3rd and 2 coming up.
So often sacks, especially on first down.